but that smile went 10 feet ahead of him. He was really contagious. He loved people and people loved him. He was born HIV positive. His birth mother, had AIDS. You know, when he first came to us when he was 2.5, they didn't believe that he was going to live past 3 or 4. He was very strong. He was strong, but he also it was the big secret of his life. He did not want people to know, because somebody did find out at one time, and then it passed like wildfire. And when they found out, they treated him differently, and he was shunned. Shawn was a very strong-willed child, and he knew what he wanted. He didn't care coming into the hospital because for so many years he came to the hospital, and it wasn't always good experience. Every time he walked in the door of the hospital, it would say to him, "You are sick," and he hated it. So he started really kind of fighting coming to the doctors. Dr. Porter changed all that.
Dr. Porter was one of the few people that Shawn would welcome to see.
She listened to him, and he was very open to her and her team.
When I think of Dr. Porter, I don't only think of Dr. Porter for what she did for him, but what she did for us.
Yes.
To see him like that with her really helped us, because he was so comfortable with her.
They were so helpful to us as a family, being able to keep him home, which is what he wanted so much, to be home, until he couldn't be home anymore. And then she made it okay for him not to be home. And she made it okay for us not to have him home. We had absolutely no guilt feelings. In mid-May, when it got to the point that there was some problems and we could not handle it at home, and he was in a great deal of pain. And she says, I know you don't like going to the hospital, but she says, I have a special place that you can go. And so she explained to him what the Brave Will room was all about.
You're in a hospital. You walk through a hospital, and you see everything that is normal in a hospital. Then you come to this door, and you open this door, and it's like walking from the hospital into Disneyland. Everything's there. There isn't anything that he could have wanted that wasn't there. And they make everybody that comes in so comfortable. 2 or 3 people could sleep there. You look, there's tables set up where people could sit and eat. There's a refrigerator, a microwave, TV, any games, and anything they think of, not only the patient, but the family. And everybody felt comfortable going there.
We never had to think about anything. All we had to think about was Shawn, and that was the most important thing.
He felt proud of where he was, and that he was wanted to take care of the people that came to see him.
He loved people. He loved his friends. He loved his family. He loved having people around. And his last gift to us was bringing everybody around, and that was a gift to us. And being able to do that in the Brave Will room. May 29th.
And I sat next to Shawn, holding his hand, talking to him. When he died, I could have not thought of being in a better place. It was the peace, just the surroundings, even the view when you look out the window was that everything is set up so perfect there.
It was probably the worst thing that ever happened in our life. I'd never want anybody to lose a child, but it does. We all die. And to be able, for my other children and our youngest daughter, to be able to be with their brother after he died was important. And being here in the hospital with the Journeys program as a support, being in the Brave Will room, it made it so much easier. Every month on the 29th, I think about May 29th. We are thinking about what it is that we want to do. I'm not sure yet. Every month is 1 month beyond the date that he died, and and it's been a journey for us. So I'm sure that, whatever we come up with, he'll be proud of us. And we'll honor him in a way that he would have wanted us to honor him.
SOAR is so important to us. Thinking of Shawn, thinking of his 1-year anniversary, his angelversary, and all of the different families that we help. It's so important to make that day a new memory for families and to let them know that their child will never be forgotten and that they're going to have their own legacy.
When you hear the stories, and it's not just Shawn's story, we've heard a lot of stories, and you just realize this is why we're doing this. And we have our times where we wonder, can we keep this going? Can we keep it going? And all it takes is to hear someone reflect on the impact that the SOAR program had, or the Room had, or the Journeys program had.
It makes me proud that all these people keep saying yes and keep donating and keep coming back, because Will's story started this, but there are so many other stories now that are all entwined with Will, and it just feels beautiful. It fills my heart that Will is still doing this. My baby is still here in some manner, even though it feels like it's been just so long since I held him.
You're a happy little baby. Hello.
Everybody's story is different, but that same vein of we're all sitting here watching our child leave this earth, and we just want to be able to make it softer.
The Room was always such the dream, like we've got to get the room. Well, now the room is built, and we know we want to continue to help the families that are using that room. When you hear things like what Shawn found valuable in that room, it makes you want to do that 10 times 10. For us, it's really what's next. I know the Journeys program still needs support, and if Dr. Porter were sitting here, she would tell us that she so appreciates our donation, but it's still not enough. They have expanded, and they are constantly seeking funding. So that's always an area that we could give more.
I keep saying I think there should be a Brave Will room in every children's hospital, and I think this is where we started, but this isn't where we'll stop.